Let me call y'all.
I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss.
One night. Got your hat. Got your hat. Got your hat.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's make it happen, boss. Floyd Mayweather punched Jake Paul in a street brawl and gave him a shocking message after Jake quit his fight with Mike Tyson. Floyd was the first to roast Jake for his decision and also advised him not to get involved in something he couldn't handle, but Jake was too proud to listen. Now, with the fight approaching, Jake has backed out. Not only Floyd, but every other boxing pro is cursing him for the fuss. Some think Jake got scared, while others believe he had personal reasons. Most people believe he chickened out, especially after being roasted by a former heavyweight champion. Mike Tyson didn't mince words either. He said, "He's not going to win. He couldn't even knock out Nick Diaz, who's 40 pounds lighter. How's he going to knock me out? Anderson Silva too. How's he going to knock me out?" Tyson's point is clear. Jake Paul couldn't knock out lighter, less experienced fighters. Facing a heavyweight legend like Tyson is a whole different game. Tyson is known for his brutal knockouts, and he doubts Jake has the power to compete at this level. The audience at the press conference cheered, "Jake Paul, Jake Paul." Jake's response, "I hope y'all keep that same energy when I knock this old man out." Look at Jake's confidence back then. Jake Paul backed out after all his big words. Isn't that surprising? Some think he was never serious and just wanted the fame. Talking about the fight on podcasts made him millions and kept him in the media because his name was linked with Mike Tyson's. Experts warned Jake from the start. Lennox Lewis, a retired heavyweight champion, said, "I would feel really bad for Jake Paul. I don't want him to get hurt." Lewis, who beat top contenders like Holyfield, Tyson, and Klitschko, knows what it's like to face someone like Tyson. He believes Jake lacks the experience and skills to compete safely, risking serious injury or a knockout. Joe Rogan also hinted Jake was stepping into the lion's den. After the press conference, Rogan asked Tyson how he stays in such great shape. Tyson's answer, "I just eat raw meat." Rogan was shocked, and Tyson added, "Yeah, because that's what I'm going to eat when I fight. I'm going to eat him." Tyson's raw meat diet isn't just a quirky choice, it's a statement. He's in full caveman mode, ready to bring his most savage self to the fight. It's all about harnessing raw natural energy. Tyson's repeated mention of eating raw meat shows his primal aggression and combat readiness. Rogan's reaction emphasizes Tyson's intense mindset, describing him as being in God of War mode, an unstoppable, aggressive, and fearless mentality essential for high-stakes competition. Eating raw meat symbolizes raw power, unrefined strength, and a connection to primal instincts. Tyson is stripping away modern conveniences and returning to a fundamental, savage state. Rogan's description points to Tyson's holistic preparation. Intense diet and psychological conditioning are part of his strategy to enter the fight in peak condition. Rogan didn't stop there. He said, "He's in savage mode right now. If I was Jake Paul, I would be scared." Savage mode means Tyson is at peak aggression, focus, and readiness, fully committed and mentally prepared to unleash his full potential. This is intimidating for any opponent. Rogan's comments highlight the psychological warfare in combat sports. The mental game is as crucial as the physical, as fighters use their demeanor and preparation to intimidate and unsettle their opponents. The fear Rogan suggests Jake Paul should feel illustrates the psychological battle before the physical one. After all this build-up, Jake Paul canceled the fight. Francis Ngannou commented, "I don't know where they came from with that one. Sounds very ridiculous because I've been calling for this fight for over 2 years. I've been waiting for this fight forever." Ngannou, a beast in his own right, is a professional mixed martial artist and former UFC heavyweight champion known for his immense power and ferocity. Francis Ngannou is known for his knockout power and athleticism. He's one of the most feared fighters in the heavyweight division and holds the record for the hardest punch ever recorded. His victories over top contenders like Stipe Miocic, Alistair Overeem, and Junior Dos Santos have solidified his reputation as a dominant force in MMA. Ngannou's journey from a tough upbringing in Cameroon to becoming a top MMA fighter showcases his resilience and determination. Ngannou's long-standing desire for this fight underscores his commitment to proving himself and achieving his goals. His repeated emphasis on how long he's waited reflects his unwavering determination and readiness to compete. His perseverance despite setbacks demonstrates his resilience and refusal to be deterred by obstacles, a crucial characteristic of successful athletes. Michael Bisping also warned Jake Paul that he's playing with fire and it's about to burn him badly. Boxing isn't just brutal, it's deadly. Bisping criticized Jake, saying, "Shame on him for taking these words so lightly." The reality is, a lot of boxers die every single year. It's not a game you play, you're not a part-time boxer. This is a real deadly sport. Who is Michael Bisping? He's a retired professional fighter known for his tough career in mixed martial arts, including being a former UFC middleweight champion. Bisping's words highlight the serious risks involved in boxing, emphasizing that it's not something to be taken lightly. Michael Bisping, a British MMA fighter and former UFC middleweight champion, is known for his big mouth and even bigger punch. He was the first British fighter to win a UFC title and is now a commentator, offering his no-nonsense take on combat sports. Bisping isn't exaggerating when he says boxers die, he means it literally. For example, Benny Kid Parrott died 10 days after a brutal fight, and Duk Koo Kim died 5 days after a match, leading to changes in the number of rounds in championship fights. Stanley Ketchel, a middleweight champ, was shot because of his trash talking. Bisping's words carry a lot of weight. He's saying boxing demands respect and seriousness, which Jake Paul seems to lack. It's not just Bisping who feels this way. Chad Dawson, aka Bad Chad, echoed the same sentiment. He said, "What if Jake hits Mike the wrong way and pisses Mike off? What do you think is going to happen? Even at 57, with that kind of power, no way. Jake has never felt that kind of power. You can't even train for that kind of power." Chad Dawson knows his stuff. He's a retired pro boxer and a former light heavyweight champion who has fought and beaten some of the top names like Bernard Hopkins and Antonio Tarver. When he talks about Tyson's power, he knows what he's saying. Tyson's power is legendary and not something you can prepare for with training. It's raw, natural, and overwhelming, even at his age. Chad Dawson's point about Tyson's power is crucial. Even at 57, Tyson can deliver punches that can change a fight in an instant. This isn't something Jake has faced before. Dawson warns that if Jake provokes Tyson, the consequences could be dire. One wrong move, and it could all go south for Jake. Remember that wild incident with Mitch Green? Green, a heavyweight boxer, fought Tyson in 1986, with Tyson winning by unanimous decision. But the real drama happened in 1988 when Green confronted Tyson on the streets of Harlem. This wasn't a friendly chat. Outside a clothing store in the early morning, things got heated, and Tyson punched Green in the face, breaking his nose and eye socket. That punch was so powerful it caused serious damage, showing Tyson's strength even outside the ring. Green ended up in the hospital and needed significant recovery time. This incident serves as a stark reminder for Jake Paul to be extra cautious. Tyson's power is no joke, and one wrong move could have serious consequences. So, what's next for Jake Paul? Will he find another fight, or has this experience made him rethink his choices? Only time will tell. One thing's for sure, he's stirred up a lot of drama and won't live this down anytime soon.